The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. We talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Blocking 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one swung out to Montgomery. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
He's taken down at the
Lions at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
32-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2.
Come on. Set. Cougar Knight. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
For number 85.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Cougar 19. Tag. 19. Tiger 19.
Back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to put a drive together.
Warriors 70. Good. Back to 60. Back right inside the line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's second and 10.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack it and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 1918. Ready.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Come on. Set. Cover 19. 10 through 11. 10 through 11.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught by London. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Up the middle they go. Owens. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Kevin Pirates, ready. Cowboy, 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Company 60, 18, Warriors 70.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
19 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to get on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Okay,
from the
ready?
39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Let's go. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, break. 70, ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
The 46-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
19.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Ty Zentner now.
Formation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready. Ready. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Owens. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
That's good.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Into the hands of London. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 6 now.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 21, here's second down and 5.
Here we go. Set. Gotta be lying. Go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Get it. Liking 18.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the try here for the point after. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7.
Seahawks 13, Lions 7. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. It could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Okay,
the
ready?
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Ready?
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down the left sideline. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Seahawks 13. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
19, 7 value, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 54 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Watch twins.
They're going to keep it on the ground. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. This will be caught by Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Cowboy 80.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are once again back in front.
You're right.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Lions 21, Seahawks 19. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
28-yard line.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sack. Crack on leading. Ready.
Back to throw here. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hot 70, hot 70.
Now back to throw. And he is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down for Seattle. They're stringing some good plays together in the passing game.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Warriors 7, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's brought in downfield by London. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Ready.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
18, run, 10 through 11, 10 through 11.
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And probably guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
77 Wolf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Cougar 19, 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Lightning, 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
On the give. Here's Gibbs. And he was brought down there by Julian Love.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now they wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? Get up. 19 Chargers, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
70 lock, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready up. Go. Cougar 19. Ready,
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Cut 19. Ready. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, we got to push it up, we got to push it up, we got to push it up.
2nd and 2. And they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Tell you what, not every quarterback is going to stay in the pocket. They sense the pressure coming. He took a hit there, still was able to stay in, make the throw, and complete it for a score.
And a lot of times you see a quarterback take a hit like that, and now all he wants to do is protect the football. Just take the sack and not turn it over. But not in this case. Took the big shot and found his guy downfield.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll drop the throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Liking 18. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
It's a loss of 6.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got one complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we'll watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 5 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Ready, ready.
First carry now for David Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Over the middle here to Brown. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready. Step alert, step alert.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes when quarterbacks run a sneak, they wait a second or two just to see which way to go with the football. And in this case, that hesitation cost him.
Ready. 70 Lions. Check, check. Ready.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 on
The
the
second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Okay,
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80. Check up.
Back to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
70 Timberwolves. No. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Now back to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Ready? Buffalo 8, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now 2nd and 4.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70. 60 back, cut 19, cut 19.
He's back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Let's go. Purple 80, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Come on, hit. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 77, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Owens.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Red. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.